Back on the trail again. Oh, at the top of a little rise here and overlooking Namaka Lake. I'm sure it's not pronounced that way. Beautiful view. Pretty sure I'm the only one out here. I guess a lot of the mountaintops still have snow on them, so we'll be seeing that later. Got about 79 miles to go to get to Monson, and the first 60 or so shouldn't be too awful bad. A lot of this. So, onward and upward. At the bottom of my first hill, there's a cute little waterfall coming down between the rocks. The sun has actually peeked its way out, so enjoying that for a few minutes. Not too bad of a day, just taking my time, trying not to rush. It's always hard for me when I first start. Well, the sun has come out, and I'm moving gradually towards the other end of Namakatusklate Lake. I don't know how to say it. But anyway, it turned into a really nice day to hike. Well, yesterday was my first day back, and wow, it was tough. Just a lot of rocks and roots. Went a lot slower than I thought. Geez, I probably only got about a mile an hour, maybe a little better. But then, right before I got here to where I was camping, there was a big creek, and I could not find a way across other than to practically strip down. The water was just about up to my ass, so I got very cold getting across there. So a wet end to a long day. I'm hoping I don't have any more stream crossings like that. The water is high and everything's sort of muddy. So 13 miles, about 13 and a half to do today. So more than my 10 miles yesterday that just about pooped me. So we'll see how it goes. So there's a lot of this kind of stuff through all sorts of swamp and muck, and it sort of slows you down. Well, another river crossing. I guess it's supposed to be a creek, but that I got wet on. It was pretty bad because I slipped on a rock and ended up wedging my leg, as you can see, down in between some rocks. So that's gonna leave a pretty bad bruise. Oh, nice pond just to the north of Monson. Doing a little light slack pack today. After being sick, to see how my stomach goes. Still a bit queasy, but a lot easier not carrying the weight. This is another example of the kind of foot fun you deal with here in 100-mile wilderness. A lot of roots that stick up like that. So you're constantly lifting your legs to get over things. Not a fast stroll by any means, or you trip. Here we have another typical rock root combination as you climb up through the trail. Well, even in the spots where it looks pretty level on the map, there's things like this, where you get to climb straight up this boulder. See if I can get up here farther so you can see it's pretty much a rock slab. So even though they're short little distances, there's a lot of them, and it wears you out. So many beautiful spots along the trail in this first few miles going north out of Monson. It's hard to keep moving. You just want to sit and enjoy the view. Wow, here is Wilson Falls, and it goes down into a huge hole. I can't even see down there. There might be a view down below a little better. Bottom of Wilson Falls. Oh, I picked up a hurt hiker along the way, so we'll have Shaw haul him out with us. He twisted an ankle. Not hard to do. A lot of rocks, a lot of roots. Beautiful morning this morning, January 3rd. And in front of me is the trail. Yeah. It's not easy to tell the difference between that, or this. So you sort of have to keep your heads up and make sure you are still on the trail. Beautiful Lake Hebron. Just heard a loon call in the background. Maybe it'll call again while I'm videoing. Just a perfect day. And enjoying the trail. Bugs aren't too bad, but you can't go by me because they don't bother me as much as they do some people for whatever reason I don't know. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. Right into the lake there. You can see where the beavers have stripped the bark off of twigs. Those are actually under the water. The water is very nice and clear. And some of the bushes are still opening up, even the first part of June. Season is way late this year, and water levels are really high and a lot of snow up on the peaks. I would suggest coming maybe at least the middle of June to this area rather than the first part. Downtown Monson, sitting at the edge of Moosehead Lake. It's a beautiful morning. I can't say much else about it. I think I might take the free kayak out a little bit this afternoon. Hey everybody, sitting here at Shaw's Hostel in Monson, and just fill you in on why I decided that I'm going to delay the start of the finish of my trail. A couple reasons. One, on the way up here we had an offer on our house for sale, and we countered and they accepted it. So that caused a little dilemma, and then 2 days into my hike I got sick, and it took me about 3 days to feel better. Not sure what that was about. Then you add on 3 to 4 foot of snow still in the higher elevations. That's causing a lot of people problems. Plus I waded through, almost waist deep water. I just felt the trail was not safe enough for me, so I've decided to wait until after we close and do our trip out west and see what kind of time I have left to do it this year. I will finish, even if it isn't this year. I will finish this thing. Thanks to all of you that have been watching. I got about an additional 40 some miles done, so I've got 301 left at this date.